Namaskar. I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. Originally established to manage Muslim religious and social properties, the Waqf Board has come under scrutiny for its questionable claims over several properties across India. From ancient Hindu temples to entire villages, the Waqf Board's assertions are stirring up controversy and raising serious legal and ethical concerns. In a recent false report, Waqf Board claims over 6 major temples in Delhi, which has created an uproar. Based on a 2019 report from the Minority Commission, it states that the land of these temples is the property of the Waqf Board. Ironically, some of these temples, which this board is putting false claims on, have been built even before the Waqf Board came into existence. In other words, the Waqf Board is claiming ownership of those sacred lands that predates its own creation. And this is not the only case of the Waqf Board making false claims. Recently in Bihar, the Waqf Board claimed ownership of an entire village where 90% of the population is Hindu. The board declared Govindpur village, located 30 kilometers from Patna, with a population of 5,000 people, as its own and issued notice to 7 villages, giving them a deadline to vacate the land. Furthermore, the Waqf Board recently laid claim to the land of 1500-year-old Hindu temple in Tiruchendurai village of Tamil Nadu's Tiruchirappalli district. 1500 years, a temple which is older than their religion and the religious board. Not only this, the Waqf Board tried to claim on other major temples and monuments. In 2021, the Waqf Board filed an application in the Gujarat High Court claiming ownership of 2 islands of Bet Dwarka. In 2018, the Sunni Waqf Board claimed in the Supreme Court that Taj Mahal belongs to Allah and it should be listed under the Sunni Waqf Board. In 2022, they claimed that the property of Gyanvapi Mandir complex was Waqf property. And in Lucknow, a Shiva temple was registered as Waqf property even though this property has been recorded in state records since 1862. It is noteworthy that the Waqf Board, created in 1964 to manage properties for the religious and social activities of Muslims, was amended in 1995 by the Congress government to increase its powers. Then in 2013, the Congress-led UPA government further amended the Waqf Act, granting it unlimited powers. Today, these powers are being misused, with the board staking claims on lands of its choosing. According to media reports, the Waqf Board possesses over 8.7 lakh properties that span over 9.4 lakh acres, with an estimated value of 1.2 lakh crores, the largest amount of land in India after the railways and the army. And also their properties are rapidly increasing. In 2006, the Waqf's land, which was 1.2 lakh acres, increased to 4 lakh acres in 2009, and by 2024, this figure reached 9.4 lakh acres. This growing property points to the Waqf Board's land-grabbing politics, leading to disputes across the country. The issue of Waqf properties is raising tensions nationwide. Recently, 2 amendment bills related to the Waqf Board were introduced in the Lok Sabha, after which a joint parliamentary committee was formed for investigation. JPC has so far held 4 meetings and sought suggestions from the public on the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 through emails. As of September 18, 2024, the committee had received 91,78,419 emails. The real question is, will the existing Waqf laws will be reformed to curb the board's unchecked authority and prevent further misuse? With public pressure mounting and numerous court cases pending, the future of Waqf Board's powers hangs in balance. Meanwhile, the arbitrary actions of the board are being exposed layer by layer. Jai Hind.